Hello. Hi everyone. My name is Brajendra Maharna. So today we are going to discuss about how to find out the value for sine A plus B. I'm going to derive the formula for this and that even I will do it in a very easy way. So if you know the basic trigonometry, like if sine theta is given, then what ratio in the right angle triangle we have to go for it, like the opposite upon hypotenuse. So if you know this basic one, then we can find out the value for sine A plus B. So here we'll do it in a very simplest way. I will try to explain it more and more easier way it's possible. So before starting this one, let me first introduce myself. My name is Brajendra Maharna and I am from Rourkela, Odisha, and I have done my graduation from IIIT Bhubaneswar in 2016, and after that, I have an experience of teaching more than 4.5 years. So far, I have taught different students from different board like CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, IB, and as well as the American curriculum and British curriculum. So let's get started with this one, how to find out the value for sine A plus B. So for this one, I have considered a rectangle here. Let me name this rectangle as PQRS. So this is the name of this rectangle, PQRS. And inside this rectangle, I will construct a right angle triangle and I will take 2 points on side PS and SR consecutively like this, X and Y, and the right angle will be at point Y here. So here I will do a construction where angle X, Y, Q. This angle is equal to 90 degree. And this triangle here, QXY, is the right angle triangle. And here I will consider two angles where this angle is alpha here and this angle is beta here. So that means, as you can see here, combiningly we are getting this angle as alpha plus beta. So as here PS is parallel to QR because we have considered here PQRS is a rectangle. So opposite sides are equal as well as parallel to each other. So that means this angle will be also alpha plus beta because of alternate angles. Whenever two lines are parallel to each other and there is a transversal, then the alternate angles are equal to each other. So it will be alpha plus beta because this angle combiningly is alpha plus beta. Now, if this angle is alpha, so if you'll see this triangle QRY, in triangle QRY, this is also 90 degree here because it's a rectangle. So that's why this angle here will be equal to 90 minus alpha, and this angle will be alpha here because the addition of all the angles from a straight line, if there are multiple angles are there, then the addition of all the angle will be 180 degree. So here this angle I'm considering as 90 minus alpha, and this one is already 90, which one we have done the construction and we have to find out this one. So what we will do, we will subtract the addition of these two angle from 180 degree. So it will be 180 degree minus 180 degree minus alpha. And whenever I will open it, then it will be 180 degree minus 180 degree plus alpha. So 180, 180 got cancelled. So the third angle here will be alpha. So that's why this angle is alpha here. That is angle XYS. So I can write down angle XYS is equal to alpha here. So I am erasing this part here, this explanation part. So far we have got whatever the angles we need to go for the proof. Now we will focus on the proof here. So first of all, I will consider this triangle QXY. So I will make three segment here. So in triangle QXY, if we'll focus on the triangle QXY here, so we will get sine beta, if I will consider, because this angle here is beta, so that's why I will consider sine beta. So sine beta will be xy over hypotenuse. Xy is the opposite side and hypotenuse is qx. So here we have to find out the qx here. Okay, and one more thing we can mention here, let the qx is equal to r. Let the length of this qx we are considering as r. So here I can write down sine beta is equal to xy over r. So that means by doing cross multiplication, I can write down xy is equal to r sine beta here. So if this one is r here, so here the xy length I can write down as r sine beta. And in the same way, if I will consider cos beta here, so it will be qy over r, and qy length will be r times cos beta. So here in place of qy, I'm writing r cos beta. So this is for triangle qxy. Now let's go for the next triangle in triangle qry. This below triangle here, this qry. In this triangle, you can see the angle is given alpha here. This angle is given alpha here. So if I will go for sine alpha, it will be ry divided by this length qy. And already we got qy here, that is r cos beta. So it will be r cos beta here. So here ry, by doing cross multiplication, I can get r sine alpha times cos beta. So this one will be r sine alpha cos beta. Now I will go for the next triangle in triangle SXY. In triangle SXY, the angle we have, that is alpha, and I will go for cos alpha here. So cos alpha will be SY divided by the side here, XY. So XY side length is R sine beta, and that is the hypotenuse here. And I am going for the cos value, that is the base divided by hypotenuse, or the adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So here the adjacent one is SY and the hypotenuse is R sine beta. So here SY will be R sine beta times cos alpha. So here also we got the SY value. We have the RY value. Now we will go for the last triangle in triangle PQX. In triangle PQX, you can see the angle we have, that is alpha plus beta. And here also in the same way, I will go for sine alpha plus beta. And the sine alpha plus beta, it will be PQ over the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is R here. So the PQ length I can write down as R times sine alpha plus beta. So here so far we got the value of xy, that is R sine beta. We the value of qy, the value of ry, the value of sy, the value of pq. Now what we will do here, as you know, in a rectangle, so let me first write down all this value in their respective position. So sy will be R sine beta into cos alpha, and here this one is R sine alpha plus beta. So now I will consider the basic property of rectangle. So in a rectangle, we know the opposite side lengths are equal. So that means here in this rectangle, I can write down the length of PQ is equal to the length of SR. So PQ length will be equal to SR length. As we know, in case of rectangle, the opposite sides are of equal measurement. So now in place of PQ, I will keep it as it is. And in place of SR, as you can see, there is two partition is there. So I will mention here SY plus YR. I will separate it. Now the PQ measurement we have got here. This one is R times sine alpha plus beta is equal to, then SY we have the value here, that is R sine beta plus cos alpha, R sine beta times cos alpha plus the YR value, and the YR value is here R sine alpha into cos beta. So what we will do here, on the right hand side, we will take common of R from both the terms. So on the left hand side, it will be as it is, R sine alpha plus beta. And on the right hand side, it will be R times sine alpha times cos beta plus cos alpha times sine beta. And from both the side, we can divide R, we can cancel R as R is multiplied on both the side. So here the final expression we will get, that is sine alpha plus beta is equal to sine alpha times cos beta plus cos alpha times sine beta. So this is the final expression we are getting here for sine alpha plus beta, that is sine alpha plus sine alpha times cos beta plus cos alpha times sine beta. So here this is all about the finding the value for sine alpha plus beta. So hope you have understood this one, and thanks for your time. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day. Bye.